No, we're just gonna start like that. Yeah. So your GP sounds like he's not a GP.
It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
That's not nice.
No.
Yeah.
I spoke to them a lot. I had lots of phone call appointments. Even having face to face.
Face to face.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking he's stripping off his title as a GP, to be frankly honest. Wow. So how have you been?
Apart from that,
Okay.
apart from being ill, I've not been too bad.
That's good,
Yeah,
that's good.
I've been slowly getting back into skating, back into yoga.
Lit.
Nice.
That's cool.
Back into working more now that restrictions are lifted.
Yeah.
A bit within schools.
Cool. I feel like the third wheel today.
Why do you feel like the third wheel?
Because I'm sitting in the. Just gonna tilt that a bit if we can. Hey guys. Is that cool?
Isn't that
No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. We're gonna mix this in all together, guys. Don't worry. It's on YouTube, isn't it? Better? Coolies. Yeah, so I feel like the third cog today, man.
Why is that? You're in probably the best position.
No, I mean, like, it's in the middle. Usually, like, the guest sits in the middle. But, I mean, like, it's like a new studio for us today. Yeah, so...
These chairs are cool.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
I feel like, you know, like, when you were in primary school and you were, like, the naughty kid. And then you got to sit in the corner.
You know a lot about that.
I was a very naughty kid. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, welcome to the Fithub podcast with myself, Chibz, Bolo Chibz. No, I'm joking. Myself, Chibz, and Winterbolk. Yeah. But yeah, myself, Chibz, and
Bevery.
Yeah. And today we are joined by the lovely
Katia.
Awesome. So Katia,
Yeah.
we are gonna dissect what it is you do and what you do on a day-to-day basis, what it is you do, and just dive in a bit more.
Before we go on there, let me tell you about how I met Katia.
Litty.
So, a few weeks ago, one of my friends, she's actually a doctor, received an invite from Gymshark for an event.
Do you want to plug the doctor?
Dr. Emma.
Yeah.
Is it Dr. Emma on Instagram?
I believe it's Dr. Emma on Instagram. What does she actually do? Because I know she's like part of like a big...
Okay, so Dr. Emma actually has a society called We Are House of Medics.
I believe so,
I believe it's called We Are House of Medics.
I think there's a handsome guy that's also there as well, but we'll leave that for another day.
You're not the handsome guy. But yeah, so there is the society or the... What would I call it? Is it a society? What would you call it?
I'd say it's a hub.
Yes,
it's a spin-off of the name of this podcast.
There you go.
A hub of medical people that...
Yeah. And Chibz is part of it. That's why he's just, trying to egg it on here. But he was actually the host for the ball that took place on Saturday, which was amazing.
The hostess is the mostess, yes.
Yes. But yes, so Dr. Emma messaged me and said, "Oh, do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yep, 100%. It's Gymshark. I am all the way there." So it was in Covent Garden, I think. But yeah, I went in there. It was what's her name? Just Jean. Her event with a podcast. I forgot the name of the podcast. I think it was called Live Talks.
Live Talks, yeah.
It was Live Talks, and it was really cool. Really, really enjoyed it. Got Gymshark gear. Yes, I haven't worn it on the podcast yet, but I will.
It's coming.
When my belly wants to just
work.
I will wear it. But yes. But yeah, it was really good. And I met Katia. She was just full of energy, just a lovely soul. And we had a conversation. And so, yeah, she's on the podcast today. And hopefully she'll be writing an article in one of our magazines as well. So that should be really good. So that's how I met her.
That's a great backstory. So how did you find the event, Katia?
It was a lot of fun, yeah. I was on the verge of, do I go, do I not go? I was having like a bit of a bad day, a bit of a bad week, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go. And I'm so glad that I went. I met so many amazing women. I listened to so many inspirational stories. Yeah. Had a great workout.
I didn't join the workout because I had like makeup on and I wanted to go somewhere after, so I didn't go.
It was my first workout since pre-COVID when the gyms closed.
That must have been tough.
It was, it was hard, but I loved it and I missed it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. So you said that was your first workout. So
workout in terms of like gym workout.
Okay. Because what she does is a workout.
I break a sweat.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna touch here because I'm a gym guy, to be honest. So what did you used to do in the gym? Would you say?
So I went to the gym not quite knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Had a couple PT sessions, tried out the machines, and then eventually just went to the classes. It was the easiest thing for me.
Yeah.
So I would either do the legs, bumps and thumbs, or I really enjoyed HIIT classes. So things around that nature I would do mostly, and boxing. I got really into that as well.
Boxing is so
because
fun.
my upper body is not very strong.
Yeah.
So it was really fun doing the boxing.
Cool. So how did you make that transition from in the gym to rollerblading,
roller skating. Roller skating and rollerblading are different.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, please.
So roller
the long
inlines.
Yeah.
Because it's like in a blade.
Yeah.
Roller skating usually refers to the quads. So like in the
righty.
floor,
What's easier? Was it the same?
I'm not too sure. I had inlines when I was a child, but that memory I don't really quite remember.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Different people have different opinions.
Yeah. So what would you say brought you into roller skating? I want to be careful. Roller skating.
So it was actually my sister.
Okay.
So I transitioned after the gym. I just got into home workouts.
Yeah.
I would just use an app and just follow workouts at home.
Okay.
And then one day my sister said how she wanted to learn how to skate, and I was just like, yes, let's do it. So I bought us both a pair of roller skates. We went out to the park. She fell and hurt herself really badly. She had the tailbone injury that everyone says is probably the worst. And right on her, she just hurt herself. She never picked up skates again. I carried on. And I love it.
Okay. So when would you say that you started that?
So that was November last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been just over a year now.
Okay.
And when you started sort of posting, why did you start posting sort of the content online? Was it because of like accountability?
Yeah, it was more to like have it out there, and also to watch my progress, and I felt like it would help me stick to it, having it out there and watching it. And I find that watching myself skate, I can see what I'm doing better and see what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and I found it easier to improve that way.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it was also where I would go to watch other people skate and find how to do certain moves.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on uploading my progress and didn't stop.
That's lit.
And I can see that people are really reacting to it because you get loads of comments. Your following is crazy, like crazy. And for you to say that you only started the page like last year, it's mad.
What are we on numbers wise now? Don't be shy.
Following 24,500.
Wow. And growing.
Yeah, and growing.
And have you done any collabs or anything like that since work?
We so when so I started skating, and then I decided to meet up with a skater friend that I met online, Paris, in Paris Skates. And we met up in Hyde Park, where I met another friend, Flora, Greatest Flow. And we made a video together, and then since then we carried on making videos together. And from then we started getting more traction and more views, and we've had quite a few collaborations together with like brands and stuff online through skating,
So I don't know if you're allowed to say, but how did the relationship with Gymshark become established, would you say? Or like,
Did they just message you?
Yeah.
Most of the time that is how it comes about. Yeah, we'll either get a DM or an email. It might come to all three of us, or it might come to one of us, and we will say, okay, well, because it's a bit tricky, 3 people replying to one medium about doing a content. So like someone will reply on behalf of all of us, and it will, get CC'd in, and we'll
So
just follow it along. Yeah.
Is it all 3 of you guys that work together, or is it just individuals? Would you say, or individual? Would you say it's individuals that work together? Would you say, in terms of the roller skating? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so you see how you said
so it's 3 of them that skate, but then
Yeah.
also they have their
We have our so our pages are
Yeah.
all like pretty different. We all have our different styles and the different types of content that we like to put out.
Okay.
But every so often we come together and we put out a video together as our trio, which one of our followers gave us our name, the Quadesses.
Okay.
Why that name?
I don't know. We sort of so we had put out a video. I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened, and we had sort of asked what should we be called,
Right.
and we were looking through our comments, and then someone had said the quad S's, and we were like, we really like that one. And then the next video we put out, we announced it as the quad S's.
Okay.
And it stuck. It's like quad S's, like fun quads.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Yeah, it actually doesn't make sense though. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense. It's very thoughtful for them to think that through, actually. And I was going to ask, so in terms of like fitness, what would you say it does for you, like skating? Because, you know, someone can be pumping iron and that does a lot for them.
Right.
Someone jogs, does a lot for them. Others do, I don't know, like bike riding, that does a lot for them. Like, sort of the benefits, what would you say would be of it? Because I think for someone listening and watching, they can think, okay, roller skating, that's a bit dangerous. I know that's the first thing that comes into a lot of people's heads. So what would you say are the benefits of roller skating?
Well, obviously I can only really go on off of how it's been for me, and there's different types of skating will give you different benefits. Okay. So I stuck to mainly, after I got into skating, more confident with skating, I went for the more rhythmic skating, so dancing on skates. So it's a lot of moving around, and I would skate for a long time at once, and I found that I lost 7 kilograms in a short period of time. And it was just one of those things where I noticed my clothes were fitting a little looser, and I was like, oh, and then I weighed myself and I was like, oh. And I found that it helped my stamina a lot. I was just able to skate for a long, long time and not feel so tired. My balance obviously improved a lot, practicing a lot of 1-foot moves, and
it would be a lot of core, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a lot of core strength as well.
Which then ties in with your yoga, because obviously in yoga I believe that there's some positions that need you to have a certain type of balance to be able to do it. So I guess everything works.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the type of yoga that I like to do as well. So like I like to do flow yoga, which is when you transition from one move to another with your breath, and you don't stop until you reach the end of the routine, I guess.
Wait, so you can't take another breath?
No, you take a breath.
Oh,
with every change of move, there's either inhale or you exhale.
Okay.
And you go from one move to another, and you can start on the ground. Like you get into all these different moves. And it's a lot of core strength as well, and balance, which with skating I find that it goes hand in hand very well.
But don't worry, I
was thinking, I was like, are we here just holding our breath?
With no breathing. I was like, saying, right.
Oh my days, okay.
So, that's new. But no, that's very, very interesting, because for me, like, I've been seeing like people start roller skating like on social media. I'm like, what is it about it? Like, it's just, and it's mainly a lot of gym goers. You'd be very, very surprised that a lot of people I'm seeing that are skating. Maybe it's because of the type of people I follow on social media, but there is a lot of gym goers, and all of a sudden they found this love, and there's like a really big community. Yeah. Have you been to any like roller skating events with like people that you actually don't know? Is it like you've gone somewhere and there's loads of people you don't know? How has it been?
I've been to a lot, I've been to quite a few, So I guess I started off going to Hyde Park. I heard that Hyde Park Sundays was a place to be. And then you meet a lot of people at Hyde Park, and then you follow them on social media, and then someone puts out poster for an event, and it's like, are you going? Okay, I'll go. And then you go, and then everyone is just so friendly and has this shared love for skating, and then you just have fun, and then next event pops up and you go, and the next one and the next one, and it's just like one big happy family.
And would you say it's something that in the future you'd want to focus on totally, or how do you see this progressing? Is it just going to be a hobby? Or
I mean, I've always been a very go with the flow sort of person, and I would love to be in a place where I skate and only skate, because that would be the most fun. That would literally sound like the most fun thing ever. So hopefully, maybe, if it happens, it happens.
I would love to be able to go to a mini workshop where someone teaches me and a few other people to skate. I don't know if that's something you could do, set up.
Myself, Paris and Flora actually did hold a workshop not too long ago. Yeah, we had some people come for about a month, and that was a lot of fun. We taught some of our routines.
How does that work? Because obviously you're going to have people that are beginners. So how do you sort of slowly transition them into being decent skaters?
So what we did for our workshop, because the videos that we put out are routines, it was a come and learn our routines. And along with learning our routines, we would have to teach them some of the moves in the routines. So and there might be an easier version of a move, or like the first steps to learning the move that they might have to do instead if they're not able to do the full move, so they will replace it in order to do the routine. So there's always ways that you can adapt a routine to make it a little easier, but that you can still flow through it. And that's sort of what we did to kind of bridge the gap between those that were less experienced and more experienced.
So they bring their own skates?
Yes, they brought their own skates. It was
what sort of events, like, I don't know what events, what was I going to say? What sort of like, I can't think right now. So what sort of tech venues would you use for that when you're doing those? Would you do it outside or?
No, it was inside. We had the people who had organised it along with us, they had hired out a hall inside of a school, an academy. We used that.
So at the end of it, were they able to sort of do the routine then?
So at the end, they're able to do a version of the routine.
Fair enough.
And then on the last session, we came up with a little routine together.
Would you say skating depends a lot on rhythm of someone? Because I can be.
Well, there's different types of skating.
So what are the different types of skating actually?
So there's the rhythmic skating or jam skating, which is literally jamming on skates. And then there's artistic skating, so think figure skaters, jumps and turns. And I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, but I think it's... I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not going to think of the name. But it's a type of skating that a lot of inliners do, where they have obstacles and they use a lot of cones, and they're really agile with it, and they do a lot of... and there's street skating, which I find very scary.
Is it the ones that they go backwards?
They go backwards a lot, yeah.
Because I see that a lot.
Because I was going to say, literally, every time that you go to the O2, shout out to Whiskey, literally, you always see people at the O2 just skating. I don't know if some people in your community go there as well, but...
they do, that's a really popular spot. And each year.
Loads of them, like, you could be out, like, literally out in the evening, you just see them, like,
It's like the main difference with that and what I would do is I will go find somewhere smooth and I will jam. With street skating, you've got to be comfortable switching from different types of surfaces and terrain, and
interesting.
Weaving through obstacles and people.
Because there's a station there. It's funny because my sister, she did skating, so she started off with the inliners, and then I would say she graduated to the quads. And she loves it, to be fair. Like, she's always going out and
I think I might buy a pair, I might actually try it. I think I actually enjoy it.
I think you'll love it.
Do you know what? It's a lot of fun. It does seem like fun cardio.
It sounds like
And because a lot of people seem to have some sort of memory of being on skates as a child, it also has that sense of nostalgia and just fun to it.
I think the only skating I've done is ice skating.
Ice skating?
I can't do that thing. I remember we went to, is it Queensway? What is it called?
It's like an arcade-ish kind of like.
Oh my god, everyone was on the ice. I literally went on. I was like, what is this? I was literally holding onto the bar all the way round. I was like, there's no way. I can't.
Tell a lie, I've actually skated before at Roller Nation.
Right.
I've been
there.
It's actually good.
It's fun. It's just a bit of a trek for me, so I don't go too often.
You know what? There was one in Vauxhall. I think that closed, and then there's one in I believe in North London, Bruce Grove. Bruce Grove. That's Roller Nation. So
they're opening one in White City next year.
Serious? Is that nearest you?
Yeah, that's nearest to me.
Makes sense.
Shepherd's Bush.
I do want to try and go to that, but I could just figure myself just falling flat on my face.
You know what?
Well, that's the big part of it. Falling is a big part of it all the time.
I've fallen. You guys fall.
Yeah, especially when you're starting out. You just got to make sure you have your protective gear, your wrist guards.
It's weird. I think my auntie, she was just trying to scare me. The first time we went ice skating, she's like, if you fall on the ice, don't have your fingers out. Like, have them like that, because your fingers could actually get sliced off.
Serious? I mean, I feel like that might be true. I mean, it's a blade. It's a blade, right?
Get back on the ice, though.
I'm not.
No, get back on the ice.
That's what they said. I mean, I don't know. I haven't double checked that fact. But
she said literally just fall like that, otherwise you're just going to lose your fingers.
No.
Because it's a sharp blade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and they're going at speed, to be fair, as well.
No, fair enough. That is pretty true, though. That is pretty true. But that would be like... No,
honestly, man.
Imagine.
Oh, speed skating. It's fun to watch. I love watching people speed skate. It looks so cool.
But the risk of it.
You know what, actually, I think speed skating pisses me off because it's like whenever you go to like no honestly, like whenever you go to the ice rink. So I'm decent at skating.
Right.
I say emphasis on decent.
What? Really? I've never seen.
I'm better than you. 100%. Nah, let's not even do that. I'm definitely better than you. What? Me, fair enough.
I've never seen you skate.
No, fair enough. I'm stiff, but like I can skate.
When? I need to see proof of
Guys,
this.
we can go again and see.
What the hell?
But yeah, it's just literally when it like the professionals, they're just weaving in and out. People are like, my guy, like I don't want to fall. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's what pisses me off about it. It's the other
We'll see with roller skating at events, they have speed skating sessions. Like there'll be a section of the night where it's just for speed skating. They literally say, if you're not a speed skater, get off. Yeah, just don't. Just don't.
I respect you in that sense.
Yeah.
you know your ability and what you should.
Exactly.
Be doing.
Yes.
So at least that's not that bad.
It's fun though.
But I was also going to ask. So in regards to sort of like roller skating, anyone can start, right?
Definitely.
Any age.
Definitely.
And is it quite easy to purchase them? What are the price ranges for them?
So I don't know much about children's skates, but so my first pair of skates, they were around £50-60.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty affordable.
Like a pair of trainers, basically.
Yeah. And I outgrew them pretty quickly, but when I started skating, I skated every day. Every single day. And I progressed pretty quickly.
Yeah, so you want to like skate every day.
And then my next pair of skates were around £90, and they are a great pair of skates, and they will last you. The ones that I have will last you a really long time. So you can find a really good pair of skates for around 100, 200 if you want to go a bit higher, but you can definitely find a good pair of skates for like £100, £200.
Yeah,
that will last you a really long time. Like I know professional skaters that use that pair of skates that I have. That costed me like £90. Yeah. So.
And like, what do professional skaters do? Though? Do they just skate? Like,
I mean, because they do like shows and they teach. And
fair enough. Yeah. Shows aspect of it. That makes sense. Teaching it. Would you ever sort of teach, or are you currently doing that? As well as obviously you mentioned before that you guys do like workshop type things. Do you teach people as well? Do you think you would take on students?
I personally wouldn't feel comfortable actually teaching skating. I don't think I'm at that level to teach skating. And you probably need some sort of qualification to teach.
What would the qualification be?
I don't know. You need to, I'm assuming there's something, or you need to somehow be a certified or qualified professional skater, to be able, at least have the skill set to be able to teach, Like I'm sure you could start teaching, but as long as you feel like you can teach safely, and I'm just not there.
So other than sort of roller skating, is there any other sport you're into, or is it just yoga and roller skating? Was there anything else you're sort of looking to start or interested in?
Not right now, but growing up, I've always been athletic. I've always been doing some sort of physical activity. Started off with gymnastics when I was younger, and then I went on to athletics. I did that for a very long time. Pretty much just sprinting. I did that for a really long time, and then a bit of dancing in there, and then gym, and now skating. So,
do you know what is so funny about is it rhythmic skating? Is that it's so funny because anything to do with dancing as an exercise tricks your brain so much you don't even realise how much of it you've done. Because I remember we went to a workshop, it was Dance with KB. He was like an Afrobeat dancer, and he was teaching us all these different moves. And I'm telling you, my body the following day was aching. But in the time moment, I was enjoying it. It was a vibe. It was just hilarious. And then the following day, my body was just aching. And I was thinking, wow. And now I understand why something like Zumba, when it first came out, was such a phenomenon, because literally people didn't realise. You don't realise how much you're doing.
Exercising because you're having fun. Right? It was literally like the Just Eating exercise.
Yes,
it was a lot of fun, and we were just vibing and having a good time. But the next day, my glutes, my legs, oh my goodness, stairs.
Everything will be hurting.
The burn was real.
But it's definitely the best. I think that is the best type of workout, especially for anyone starting up in exercising, that something movement based is the best, instead of, I mean, someone could put up with 40 minutes of some sort of dance class in comparison to 40 minutes of a hit session. Even though you love hit, but for me, I hate hit. Oh my god!
But that's what I gravitated to when I was doing my home workouts. I would look for like a dance workout that would be like dance moves, but also workout moves, and they would feel like a dance. Yeah, you're working out.
Hilarious. Yeah, there was one on what's it called, YouTube, that we tried in the house. We were trying it like every Tuesday evening. I think it was like a Caribbean one. It was just hilarious because
Caribbean one.
It was during the lockdown, so it was like a Caribbean sort of. Some woman on YouTube. We just typed in dance workout and we were doing it, and I don't even think what was funny is not even that we were doing it weird. It's the woman that was dead in me because the way she was moving, and then like the people she had on her side, like doing the alternate sort of movement, it was just killing me because they were stiff as hell, but they were trying to do the same movement as her. And then when you're seeing how everyone else is trying to do this dance movement and they're so off, it's just hilarious. Honestly, it's the best type of workout. I need to find a way of getting some sort of session like that.
Someone needs to do some dance workouts to Afrobeats. I'd love that.
Oh, so lit, man. I would love it. I know it would be crazy. It'd be crazy, especially for all those people we have this gym group, and people are constantly complaining about carbs and this and super that, and super that and super that and everything. I'm just thinking like, actually, maybe if they did something that was fun, like twice a week, some sort of dance session, something that over time gets made a little bit harder, they wouldn't even realise how much they've lost.
No,
definitely.
There's someone I have in the group who asked me to write up. Shout out you to write up like a hit session for her. I was like, okay, run on the treadmill for like these intervals, of course, in training. And she was like, oh, I don't run. I was like, what do you want me to do then?
What?
Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like exactly like you guys were saying, the whole dancing aspect. I mean, she was probably dancing in uni in the ring, so yeah, she wouldn't have felt that. So
Wizkid. Oh, let me tell you, Katia. Wizkid. It's not even my voice that went. When I woke up in the morning, I got up from my bed and my quads, I was like, wait, what? And then one of my friends was like, Bevery, all night, it felt like my body was vibrating. Why is your body vibrating? She's like, no, the pain. Because obviously we had seats, but we didn't sit. Because obviously you're not going to sit down.
I'm just going to sit down.
You don't realise. You don't realise for like 4 hours straight you're moving that much. My body, nah. I think maybe we do need to introduce something dance related to. No, obviously. I don't know. Maybe if we found somebody that was a good teacher, or maybe the pure gym we go to, maybe we could suggest that, hey, can you have a dance session, and then see. Okay. I don't know, but I feel like they would enjoy it.
It's about enjoying it.
Yeah, they would enjoy it. I'm not telling you to teach the dance session. I'm saying referring them to one that if we see it online, basically.
Yeah, it's not like Zumba, isn't it?
Yeah, but Zumba is not.
Zumba's for aunties, though, isn't it?
No, but if you see the Zumba teachers, if you see the Zumba teachers that are teaching this Zumba,
it's for the aunties, man. Honestly.
Yeah, so it's Zumba, but more like.
I've never actually done Zumba.
No, it's like Zumba. I don't know. Zumba just reminds me of soca. Like in carnival.
Yeah.
I was never a fan.
No, but this the thing is, it doesn't look like that. I remember we went to Pure Gym in East India, and the woman was teaching a Zumba class. I promise you, she was shouting more than she was moving. She was like, "Come on, guys!" And she was like saying so much and doing so much. And when me and Crystal turned around to see what the kids, so is that it? So why are you shouting like this? But it's the energy that she's trying to evoke from them. Like, come on, but yeah, maybe if we had a proper Zumba instructor, maybe I should try and shout out. Out with KB again and see if we could do a session. That would be hilarious. I'll definitely do that. But guys, that is it from us this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Thank you very much.
Did you want to plug your socials?
Yes,
just so that people can follow you?
You can find me on Instagram at Katiaaskates. That's Katiaa Skates. Skates.
Perfect.